8 curiosities about Sasori to like him even more. Everyone knows Sasori, the puppet master of the Akatsuki and one of the toughest guys in the organization. And what if I told you there are things about our human Ken that you didn't know? Let's check it out. Sasori was the first Akatsuki character to bite the dust on screen, so we didn't get to see much of him or know what he's capable of. But the truth is, Sasori is a much more interesting character than you might imagine. And he was a great character precisely because he liked the videos. Of course, he always showed up here. He was really cool. So, let's see some curiosities about Sasori that you definitely didn't know. At the end of everything, comment if you already knew this information I'm bringing here. 1. He has 3 voices. It's normal for characters to have 2 different voice actors, either to voice them in different periods of life or for a necessary switch. But Sasori is a special case for having a total of 3 different voice actors in the Japanese version. This is because his disguised form inside the Haruko puppet has a much rougher voice than Sasori's real form. In Japanese, Sasori's true form is voiced by Takahiro Sakurai, while his child form is by Akiko Yajima, and his disguised form is voiced by Yutaka Aoyama. 2. Chunin. At 8 years old. One of the biggest proofs of a ninja's ability without even needing to see them in action is the speed with which they are promoted in the shinobi hierarchy, and also how early they graduate from the academy. Sasori is quite young when he becomes a Chunin, being promoted at the age of 8 after graduating from the academy at just 7. He was already a tough cookie. Just to give you an idea, Kakashi, who is an elite tough guy ninja, graduated at the age of 5 and was promoted at 6, leaving Sasori only 2 years behind him. This is still much more impressive than Naruto's buddies who graduated in early adolescence. Some didn't even become Chunin, like Sasuke and Naruto himself. 3. Turned his best friend into a puppet. This curiosity from the anime is kind of bizarre. Sasori is a bit crazy and likes to make things last forever, probably because of the death of his parents. In this, the lunatic began to make real human puppets. For those who only read the manga, or for those who simply skipped the fillers, they didn't see who Sasori's first victim was in this process of turning people into puppets. When he was still just a brat in the anime, Sasori was very close to another boy named Komushi, who ended up losing his right arm during border control duty. Sasori gives him a prosthesis to replace the lost arm, and later transforms him totally into his first true human puppet, after Komushi dies from accidental ingestion of Sasori's poison. Really bizarre. 4. Didn't want to join the Akatsuki. After becoming a renegade ninja from the Sand Village, Sasori was approached by Conan, who tried to recruit him to join the Akatsuki. At first, he refused the offer, but then Conan challenged him to a fair fight. If he lost, he would have to join the Akatsuki. Okay, seems fair. Even using his puppet body, he couldn't beat Conan, and he ends up joining the Akatsuki, originally being partnered with Orochimaru and later with Deidara, as we know. But just imagine this duo Orochimaru and Sasori, 2 bizarre guys seeking immortality. It would be interesting to have a glimpse of the 2 together, to see what their interactions were like. But they didn't seem to get along very well, so much so that Sasori and Pain went to recruit Orochimaru and they fought right away. Actually, it was Orochimaru who volunteered to join. No one even invited him. But anyway. 5. Was one of the most loyal to Akatsuki. It's true that Sasori didn't want to join the Akatsuki, but soon he became one of the most loyal and committed members of the evil gang. This may be because of the loneliness he felt after losing his parents, with the organization at least serving to make Sasori feel like he has a place to belong. We see this best by the intensity with which Sasori holds a grudge against Orochimaru for leaving the organization. He probably felt abandoned in a similar way to when he lost his parents, and becomes so disillusioned with his former partner that Sasori makes a promise to kill him. Or he's just a psychopath. 6. The guy is badass, boss. The heroes of Naruto are not the only characters to receive official combat statistics in Masashi Kishimoto's databooks. It's a privilege that extends to the series villains too, and Sasori has some stats that are off the charts. His lowest point is still above average, with his strength being 3 out of 5. His taijutsu, genjutsu, and hand seals are at 4 points, while in speed he has 4.5 points. Finally, in an impressive display of skill, his ninjutsu, endurance, and intelligence reach a perfect 5-point scale. The guy is too boss. 7. The longest fight in the anime is his. It's hard to forget Sasori's fight against Granny Chiyo and Sakura, partly because this battle is Sakura's only good fight in the Naruto series. But we also remember it a lot because of the duration of this fight, being about 8 episodes of beating each other up. This gives him about 8 hours of on-screen battle time, which marks one of the longest battle times in the entire anime. 8. Relationship with Deidara. Sasori and his second partner, Deidara, have very different views on what art is and are often seen clashing because of this difference. Deidara believes that art is a fleeting explosion, while Sasori's art focuses more on preserving things for as long as possible, if not forever. Despite their differences, it seems that Deidara respected Sasori and his vision very much, even if he didn't fully agree with him. On the other hand, Sasori never actually respected Deidara in anything, showing more of his cold and apathetic personality.